What's up, everybody? Got a long overdue Chicagoland record show video. Got a big stack to show. I was gonna do this over the holiday weekend, but I slacked and didn't get around to it. So this record show was on May 19th, and I got a really big stack to go through. So I'm gonna get to it. First up, Warren Zevon, debut album from '76, white label promo. Really cool. Got this for about 10 bucks, was half off. Bundled that with a few other ones from the same vendor or seller, as it were. Birds, Younger Than Yesterday. Got this for about 6 bucks. Bundled this with a couple of other ones. Columbia 2i. Essential Birds, great stuff. Surf's Up, Beach Boys from '71. This was, actually the album was in pretty good shape. I did have to fix a skip though, on that kind of weird Reprise label. Yeah, really good stuff from '71. Kind of psychedelic, kind of a weird album, but I like it. Spirits, debut album from '68. This is excellent. I own Dr. Sardonicus and the Family That Plays Together, but this might be my favorite. I just now got around to picking this up, and this is just some really cool jazzy psych from '68. Their debut, really good album. This is sort of a minor grail for me. I never see this one, so I saw this, had to pick it up. Beau Brummel's Triangle. This is kind of the psych album that Dylan never made. Very Dylan-esque, folk country with tinges of psych throughout. Really good songwriting on this. Killer album. Nancy and Lee, with that fantastically strange song, Some Velvet Morning. Summer Wine is another really good track off this, but this is pretty good all the way through. Really good album. Got a copy of the Yellow Pages. I think this is the only album they ever did. This is on Uni label. This is this looks like it might be some kind of sunshine pop, but this is kind of a harder psych album. This is a little garage influence too, but yeah, this is really good. Really enjoyed that one. Picked up Van Morrison Live. Actually, this is called It's Too Late to Stop Now. This is from '73, I believe. Got that nice gatefold. Yeah, really good stuff. Can't go wrong with '70s Van Morrison. Really good. Finally got a copy of Off the Wall. This was less than $2. Bundled it with this was actually in a 3 for $5 bin. There's a little spot on the record where it's kind of scuffed up, but plays through. But yeah, definitely worth it for that price. This was one of the other ones in that 3 for $5. This is actually in really good shape. The inner sleeve, it's that band inner sleeve with Lucille Ball and Raquel Welch. Couldn't pass that up for less than $2. I already have 2 copies of this, but for that price, I'll pass it on to somebody eventually. So yeah. Stones, Some Girls. All right, Clear Light. Picked this up for $5. I gotta spin this again. I think that's an early pressing on that gold Electra. I was not real impressed with this on first listen. I gotta spin it again. But yeah, I didn't really connect with this album the first spin, so I'll give it another shot. But next up, Resurrection of Pig Boy Crabshaw by Paul Butterfield. It's a mouthful. It's on that kind of grayish Electra label. This is good. It looks psychedelic, but it's pretty much blues, but really good. Really cool Chicago band. I think this is from 68, 67 or 68. Birds and the Bees by the Monkees. Picked this up cheap. Pretty good album. Not as good as some of their other stuff, but still pretty good. This was a nice find for me. I've been looking for this. Fleetwood Mac, live in Chicago. From, I believe this was recorded in 69. Definitely Peter Green era. I think this wasn't released until like 71. I think this was actually released one disc at a time, like volume 1, volume 2 type situation, and they did get around to just issuing it as a double live set. But yeah, this is cool. Played with a bunch of blues legends on this, so yeah. Fleetwood Mac collection's pretty much complete. Scored a copy of Da Capo. I think this is a 1970 pressing, really good copy. Really good album. Definitely a lot more garagey than Forever Changes, but yeah, really killer album. Picked up a copy of Blood Rock. I think this is their first album from 70 or 71. Yeah, just some straight up hard early 70s rock. Really cool album. Got that pretty cheap. Got this for $2. Deep Purple, made in Japan. Just a, pretty iconic live set from 72, I believe. Post Machine Head. This is a really nice find for the money. Picked this up for $3. More Songs About Building and Food by the Talking Heads. Never see these for cheap, and this was a good copy. It was really dirty, but I don't know if that was why it was so cheap, but cleaned it up and it plays fantastic. Really good album. I have not listened to this album in probably 20 years. Used to have it on CD, but yeah, this is excellent. Picked up a copy of Moving Pictures, really cheap, $2 bin. Pretty good copy. Original inner sleeve. Had that on cassette in high school. Haven't had a copy of that since, so that was cool to pick up. Got a pretty cheap copy of Comes a Time by Neil Young. This is from 78 on reprise. This kind of goes back to his Harvest days. It's kind of a lighter acoustic sound, but yeah, that's a good album. A couple of Iron Butterflies, heavy. It's their first one from 68. And Ball from 69. If you're a fan of In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida, pick these up. They're very cool albums. I like both of those. Johnny Cash, Folsom Prison. Have wanted this for a while. Scored this for about $8. Really happy to have that. Iconic live album. A couple of Donovans. I picked up Hurdy-Gurdy Man for a couple of bucks. There's some darker stuff on here. It's he's definitely got some hippy-dippy songs on here, like Jennifer Juniper, but on the Epic label. But there's some darker stuff on here. Hurdy-Gurdy Man's actually a pretty dark song too. Picked up Sunshine Superman, pretty cheap. I think this was half off. I got it for like $7. Orange Epic label. Yeah, really good. Psych from folk psych from 66. And December's Children by the Stones. Been really getting into early Stones lately. Been on quite the garage kick lately. So yeah, this was really cool to pick up. Great album. On Red London label. Nice inner sleeve, original. And wow, down to the last one. Went through these quick. Louie Louie by the Kingsmen. Good garage rock from the early to mid 60s. Really good stuff on that Wand label. And that's it. Got another video probably next week. And everybody have a good weekend and take care. We'll see you.